Imagine Victorian England, where the Tichborne case captivated the nation. A lost heir, a mysterious claimant, and a family fortune in the balance. Newspapers printed daily trial accounts, and people debated the claimant's identity. Could the claimant truly be Roger Tichborne? The answer was complex. The case remains a fascinating study of human psychology and mystery. The Tichbornes were wealthy and influential. In 1854, Roger Tichborne, heir to the fortune, disappeared at sea. His mother, Lady Tichborne, never gave up hope. In 1866, a man claiming to be Roger emerged from Australia. This set the stage for one of the most sensational legal battles in English history. Roger Tichborne was born into privilege, but felt unrest. He attended Stonyhurst College, but excelled more in sports. Roger joined the British Army, seeking adventure. He yearned for more and resigned his commission. Determined to forge his own destiny, he set out on a new path. His journey would forever alter his life and his family's history. In 1853, Roger sailed for South America seeking adventure. He embraced local cultures and chronicled his travels. Roger faced perils but persevered. In April 1854, he boarded the Bella, which vanished without a trace. The mystery of his fate began. The Bella's disappearance cast doubt over the Tichborne family. Lady Tichborne refused to give up hope. She placed advertisements worldwide, seeking information. In 1865, a letter from Australia claimed Roger was alive. A man emerged ready to claim his birthright. In Wagga Wagga, Australia, Thomas Castro claimed to be Roger. Lawyer William Gibbs saw an opportunity. Castro revealed a story mirroring Roger's disappearance. He produced a pipe with Roger's initials. The incredible claim sent shockwaves across the globe. News of Castro's claim reached Lady Tichborne. She sought reassurance and sent letters to Australia. Castro, now embraced as Roger, prepared to return to England. He endured the hardships of sea travel. The reception in England awaited him. The nation held its breath as the claimant arrived. Some welcomed him, others were skeptical. He faced scrutiny from those who knew Roger. Discrepancies in his story raised doubts. Lady Tichborne's unwavering belief fueled the debate. The claimant's arrival divided the Tichborne family. Lady Tichborne embraced him, but others were suspicious. Doubts about his identity spread. The family was torn between loyalty and skepticism. The scandal threatened their reputation. The Tichborne case became a battle for public opinion. Supporters rallied, pointing to Lady Tichborne's belief. The family assembled a legal team to expose the claimant. Evidence was meticulously gathered. The case hinged on the weight of evidence, swaying court and public opinion. As the Tichborne case progressed, the name Arthur Orton began to loom large over the proceedings, casting a shadow of doubt over the claimant's true identity. Orton, a butcher's son from the rough-and-tumble London district of Wapping, had emigrated to Australia around the same time as Roger Tichborne's disappearance. His life, much like Roger's, had taken him across continents, creating a web of coincidences that fueled the Tichborne family's suspicions. The Tichborne family's investigators unearthed evidence suggesting that the claimant and Arthur Orton were one and the same. They uncovered witness testimonies from Australia, including those who claimed to have known Orton personally and who identified the claimant as the missing butcher's son. They also produced records from Orton's time working on a cattle station, the same station where the claimant had claimed to have been employed under the name Thomas Castro. The emergence of Arthur Orton's name introduced a new layer of complexity to the already tangled Tichborne case. The claimant vehemently denied any connection to Orton, dismissing the allegations as fabrications designed to discredit his claim. However, the similarities between the two men, their shared experiences in Australia, and the increasing number of witnesses who linked them together cast a long shadow over the claimant's assertions. The specter of Arthur Orton would continue to haunt the Tichborne case, becoming a central point of contention in both the civil and criminal trials that followed. The claimant's insistence that he was Roger Tichborne would be continuously challenged by the weight of evidence linking him to the missing butcher's son from Wapping. In May 1871, after years of anticipation and speculation, the Tichborne case finally went to trial. The setting was the Court of Common Pleas within the hallowed halls of Westminster, where legal titans would clash in a battle for justice that would captivate the nation. The stakes were high. The claimant's claim to the Tichborne baronetcy, a vast fortune, and the reputation of a family forever marked by this extraordinary saga. The trial was a spectacle unlike any other, a Victorian-era media sensation that drew crowds eager to witness the unfolding drama. Newspapers devoted countless column inches to the case, their pages filled with detailed accounts of the proceedings, witness testimonies, and expert analyses of the evidence. The public devoured every detail, their imaginations ignited by the clash of personalities, the weight of evidence, and the enduring mystery at the heart of the case. Leading the charge for the claimant was a formidable legal team, headed by the renowned barrister William Ballantyne. Ballantyne, known for his eloquence and courtroom presence, faced a daunting task: to convince the jury that his client, the portly and unpolished butcher from Wagga Wagga, was indeed the long-lost heir, Roger Tichborne. Opposing Ballantyne was an equally formidable legal team representing the bulk of the Tichborne family, who were determined to expose the claimant as a fraud. The prosecution, led by John Duke Coleridge, the Solicitor General, and Henry Hawkins, a skilled cross-examiner, sought to dismantle the claimant's story piece by piece, using the weight of evidence to prove his true identity as Arthur Orton. As the trial progressed, the Tichborne case became more than just a legal battle. It evolved into a cultural phenomenon that divided Victorian society along lines of class, belief, and social standing. The claimant, despite the inconsistencies in his story and the mounting evidence against him, garnered significant public support, particularly among the working class. They saw him as a common man battling against the aristocracy, a symbol of hope against the rigid social structures of Victorian England. Public gatherings and demonstrations in support of the claimant became commonplace, fueled by a mixture of genuine belief, anti-establishment sentiment, and a thirst for spectacle. The Tichborne bonds issued to finance the claimant's legal battle became a symbol of faith in his cause, with many ordinary citizens investing their hard-earned savings in the hope of a substantial return should he succeed. However, the claimant's supporters were met with equal fervor by those who believed him to be a fraud. The upper classes, generally aligned with the Tichborne family, viewed the claimant's claim as an audacious attempt to usurp a title and fortune through deception. They pointed to the discrepancies in his story, his lack of refinement, and the growing body of evidence linking him to Arthur Orton as proof of his guilt. The Tichborne case became a topic of conversation at dinner parties and in pubs, debated in newspapers and on street corners. Families were divided, friendships tested, and social gatherings transformed into battlegrounds of opinion. The case had seeped into the very fabric of Victorian society, exposing the deep-seated divisions and prejudices that simmered beneath the surface of polite society. After months of legal wrangling, the Tichborne case reached a pivotal moment. The fate of the claimant and the Tichborne estate rested in the hands of the jury. The trial had become a test of endurance for all involved. On March 5, 1872, the jury delivered its verdict. The foreman declared the claimant to be an impostor. The jury's decision sent shockwaves through the courtroom. The claimant was denounced as a fraud and a perjurer. The verdict did little to quell the public's fascination with the Tichborne case. The civil trial's verdict sent shockwaves through Victorian society, but it was merely the opening act of a legal drama that would grip the nation for years to come. The claimant, unmasked as Arthur Orton, now faced charges of perjury, a serious offense carrying a hefty prison sentence. The upcoming criminal trial, set to commence in April 1873, promised to be even more sensational than its predecessor. The Tichborne case left an indelible mark on Victorian society, its echoes resonating long after the final verdict. It exposed deep-seated class divisions and social prejudices and highlighted the power of belief and the allure of wealth. The claimant remained a figure of fascination and debate. The case had a profound impact on the legal profession, leading to calls for reforms in the English legal system. It became a cautionary tale, a reminder of the dangers of blind faith, the allure of easy money, and the consequences of deceit. The case was immortalized in literature, theater, and art, its themes of identity, justice, and social commentary continuing to resonate. The Tichborne case holds a unique place in English legal history. The Tichborne case, a saga of deceit and identity, left an indelible mark on Victorian England. It captivated a nation, divided families, and ignited passions beyond the courtroom. At its core, it was a story of ambition and desperation. Arthur Orton, a butcher's son, saw a chance to claim a life of privilege. His transformation into Roger Tichborne exploited a grieving mother and a changing society. The case revealed deep class divisions and social anxieties. The Tichborne case became a public spectacle, a real-life Victorian melodrama.